You're watching Reality Check. In just the short span of a month, BJP state governments are in a race to see who will first bring a law against love jihad, the bogus right-wing theory that attempts to criminalize interfaith relationships by claiming, without evidence, that Muslim men are seducing and converting Hindu women on false pretenses. Madhya Pradesh today was first off the blocks, with the state's home minister saying they will introduce an anti-love jihad law in the next session. The only thing is, there is no such thing as love jihad. To remind our viewers, the Home Ministry, in response to a question in Parliament, had said that no such concept exists under the law. This is the clarification made by the Home Ministry in Parliament. But the Madhya Pradesh minister seems to indicate that this law will be against forcible conversions. Let's listen.
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी सभी को संविधान के अनुरूप पालन करने का बोलती है। खासकर मोदी जी आए, उन्होंने जो कुरीतियां थी समाज के अंदर उनको मेटना चाहिए, जैसे ट्रिपल तलाक, जैसे एक शब्द आपने लव जिहाद का सुना। मध्य प्रदेश सरकार ने तय किया है कि अब धर्म स्वातंत्र अधिनियम जो है 2020, इसको संशोधित करके लाया जाए 68 वाले को।
So basically talking of a freedom of religion law which is supposed to be against forcible conversions. The only problem is Madhya Pradesh already has an anti-conversion law passed in 1968. So the claim is that the Madhya Pradesh will pass a religious freedom which is basically anti-forcible conversion law 2020. The reality is that a law of this nature was already passed in 1968. Now, I had a chance to interview Madhya Pradesh's Home Minister Narottam Mishra, who was extremely impatient at the time we caught up with him. He had to rush somewhere. But I started by asking him, यही सवाल नरोत्तम जी आपसे पूछना था कि आप कह रहे हैं कि आप लव जिहाद के खिलाफ लॉ ला रहे हैं, लेकिन होम मिनिस्ट्री ने खुद कहा है कि लव जिहाद जैसी कोई चीज तो है ही नहीं।
मैंने भी ये कब कहा है कि लव जिहाद? हमारा धर्म स्वातंत्र विधेयक है जो हम ला रहे हैं, उसमें क्लॉज है जिसको आप लोग लव जिहाद कहते हो।
अच्छा, तो इसका मतलब है कि ये लव जिहाद नहीं है, तो फिर क्या है ये क्या कानून है?
किसी जिहाद से कोई लेना देना नहीं है। ये तो अगर कोई प्रलोभन देकर बलपूर्वक प्रौढ़ बहकावे में आके धर्मांतरण कराएगा तो उसके खिलाफ है ये। उसको 5 वर्ष का कारावास रखा है। ये अपराध संज्ञेय रहेगा, गैर जमानती रहेगा। इस तरह का विवाह जो भी आएगा वो नल एंड वाइड हो जाएगा।
लेकिन जो आप कह रहे हैं कि बेसिकली ये एंटी फोर्स्ड कन्वर्जन का कानून है, बट ये तो ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करता है 1968 में, तो नई बात क्या है?
इसको संशोधित करके 2020 ला रहे हैं। 1968 वाले को संशोधित करके 2020 का ला रहे हैं। उसमें ये कारावास का 5 साल का प्रावधान नहीं था, नल एंड वाइड का नहीं था, संज्ञेय नहीं था, गैर जमानती नहीं था। ये सब उसमें अमेंडमेंट कर रहे हैं, संशोधन करके ला रहे हैं।
तो बेसिकली आप पुराने लॉ को अमेंड करके ला रहे हैं, कोई नया लॉ नहीं है,
संशोधन करके ला रहे हैं। रिपीट ना करो।
ये बताइए कि फिर आप ये लॉ ला क्यों रहे हैं? क्या सबूत है कि ये सारी चीजें हो रही हैं?
जिस तरह की घटनाएं हरियाणा में घटी, उत्तर प्रदेश में घटी, मध्य प्रदेश में भी घटी, जिस तरह से हमारी इंटेलिजेंस खबर दे रही है, उसको सबको ध्यान में रखते हुए लाया जा रहा है। और पूछो।
और आपसे पूछ रहे हैं कि क्या ये घटनाएं हैं, क्या सबूत है? आप साफ साफ बता नहीं रहे।
इतना नहीं बोल पाऊंगा मैं कहीं जा रहा था, इन्हें रोक लिया है।
नरोत्तम जी, इससे साफ साफ नहीं है कि ये पूरा एक तरह से राजनीतिक आप कानून ला रहे हैं कि जो हिंदू मुस्लिम जो नॉर्मली जो रोमांस शादियां होती है उसके बीच में ये कानून आपको बंटवारा करने के लिए राजनीतिक दृष्टि से ला रहे हैं इसको?
कोई राजनीतिक मकसद नहीं है हमारा।
चलिए, राजनीतिक मकसद नहीं है, नो पॉलिटिकल एजेंडा। थैंक यू वेरी मच इंडीड नरोत्तम मिश्रा जी फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस। Also joining us on the show tonight is Vivek Tankha. But before I come to Vivek Tankha, remember that this kind of answer that we got from Mr. Mishra is the same story everywhere. Uttar Pradesh's government had set up a special investigating team to probe alleged cases of love jihad in Kanpur. Basically, after parents of Hindu women complained about their daughters marrying or eloping with Muslim men. An investigation by my colleague Mariam Alavi, however, found that half the cases had collapsed after the police found it was of mutual consent. As for the cases still under investigation, listen to these women from Kanpur, the so-called victims of love jihad, for the reality of what their relationship actually is.
मैं तो कहूँगी मैं जो कॉन्फिडेंटली खड़ी हूँ बोल रही हूँ आई हैव डन एन MBA, आई एम परसुइंग MBA. कुछ रीज़न की वजह से जो हो रहा है इस वजह से मुझे ड्रॉप करना पड़ा. मुझे क्या लगता है मैं इतना पढ़ी लिखी हूँ, कोई भी आएगा राहगीरी मुझे बहला फुसला के चला जाएगा. मुझे इतना सेंस नहीं है, मैं कि छोटी सी बेबी गर्ल हूँ कि कोई भी मुझे कुछ भी समझा देगा, मेरा ब्रेन वॉश हो जाएगा.
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं, उन्होंने हमको फंसाया नहीं है. जो कुछ भी किया अपनी मर्जी से ही हमने किया था.
और आपका ये धर्म परिवर्तन करने का ये डिसीजन किसने लिया, कैसे लिया? आप कुछ तो सोच समझ के लिए होंगे.
नहीं, ये फैसला भी हमें ही नहीं लिया था.
ये मोहसिन ने कभी नहीं कहा कि मैं मुसलमान हूँ तो आपको भी मुसलमान बनना पड़ेगा.
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं कहा.
शालिनी को ही क्यों फिजा बनना पड़ा, उसको ही क्यों कन्वर्ट करना पड़ा, आपने क्यों नहीं किया?
मैम इसके पास मेरे लिए एक ही कहना होगा, जो फैक्ट है मैं वही कहता हूँ कि जब वहाँ रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफिस में जब वहाँ पे ये हुआ, क्योंकि मेरा कोई डिसाइड में कोई प्लानिंग नहीं थी, बस गए शादी करने के लिए, तो मुझसे ये बोला गया वहाँ पर कि कन्वर्जन कौन हो रहा है, तो मैंने कहा मैं हो रहा हूँ.
मैंने भी कहा,
इन्होंने भी कहा मैं हो रहा हूँ. तो फिर ये कहेंगे तुम क्यों हो गए, मैं क्या हो जाता हूँ, मुझे तुम्हें नहीं पता, मुझे पता है कि वहाँ पर क्या हो सकता है क्या नहीं हो सकता, और शादी करनी है मैं ही हो जाता हूँ, क्या होगा. तो फिर इन्होंने भी फिर कहा ठीक है. फिर इन्होंने मना करा कि मैं किसी भी हो जाए मैं तुम्हें नहीं होने दूंगी, क्योंकि मैं इंटरेस्टेड हूँ.
जब मैं हो रही हूँ तो तुम क्यों हो रहे हो?
All right, so these voices debunking the so-called love jihad bogey. Vivek Tanka is joining me, and we'll also go to a wider panel. But first, Vivek Tanka, Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress, leading Supreme Court advocate, and also happens to be from Madhya Pradesh. Mr. Tanka, you heard there Narottam Mishra saying, firstly, he says this is not love jihad. Secondly, he says this is simply amending the older law against conversions. So then, what is the new thing here? And what is the need for this?
Srinivas, this is only politics, nothing else for them. This is like old wine in a new bottle. The anti-conversion law in Madhya Pradesh is of the 60s vintage. They will maybe amend and increase the sentence. Now, let me tell you that this concept of love jihad was analyzed by the Supreme Court in 2019, April, I think. And it was a 3-judge bench in which Justice Deepak Mishra, Justice Khanvilkar and Justice Chandrachud were parties. Chief Justice Mishra and Justice Khanvilkar wrote the main judgment, and Justice Chandrachud wrote the supporting judgment. I'm just reading 2 lines or 4 lines from that judgment,
right,
and the whole thing will be clear to you. The High Court, in the present case, because the High Court had, in this case, the High Court, Kerala High Court had taken a view that love jihad should not happen. They should be convicted, and their marriage should be annulled. So when the couple came to Supreme Court, now what Supreme Court has to say?
The Hadia case. Yes, go ahead, sir.
The High Court in the present case has treaded on an area which must be out of bounds for a constitutional court. The views of the High Court have encroached into a private space reserved for women and men, in which neither law nor judges can intrude. Another 3 lines.
Right.
The High Court has lost sight of the fact that she is a major capable of taking her own decisions and is entitled to the right recognized by the Constitution to lead her life exactly as she pleases. And the last 2 lines I want to read. The decision rests exclusively with the individuals themselves. Neither the state nor society can intrude into that domain. Now tell me, where is the scope to legislate? I'm reminded of your program about 4 months back, if you recollect, where Shivraj ji had said that 70 or 80 or 100% jobs will be reserved for the people from Madhya Pradesh. Do you recollect?
Yes.
When I told the state government, this is not the law of the land.
Yes.
Let's see how you legislate.
Yes.
Till today, there is no legislation, Srinivasan.
So this could
Now,
well
this
end
is
up.
another announcement they have made.
So you're saying this could well end
They have
up the
made
same
without
way.
reading the Supreme Court.
This could
Because
well end.
if they are only strengthening the anti-conversion law, it's okay. You are increasing the punishment.
Sure.
But where is the question of love jihad, and nobody has
So
defined
this
it.
is-
Nobody knows how to define it.
But
let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
I entered practice sometime in 1980.
Yes.
From that time, I have seen high courts and Supreme Court being very vigilant on such marriages.
Yes.
And if you file a habeas corpus petition, in
Yes.
24 hours they issue summons to bring the couple before them.
Right.
I've seen it any number of times. And in Hadia case was one such case, of course.
But you know the
I've
problem
seen a
is.
case from Chhattisgarh.
You're right. You're right when
Yeah,
you
please.
say that if it's just strengthening the anti-conversion law per se, there shouldn't be an issue. But look at the rhetoric it comes wrapped in, where essentially what you're trying to do is to criminalize and communalize interfaith relationships. That's the game. That's the unfortunate part.
But no, I like to see how they define love jihad in the anti-conversion law.
Yeah.
They will. If can they go against the tenets of what Supreme Court has declared? I mean, Justice Chandrachud, whose judgments are the flavor of the day,
Yeah.
has I read those lines from his judgments.
Sure.
I mean, he has been so clear on it. Neither state nor the society can intrude
Can
into
increase.
it. They say.
No, so as
But
you just
this is-
heard, as
but-
you just
but-
heard,
but-
as you just heard Narottam Mishra say, he already kind of backtracked. He said it's not love jihad. हम तो यहाँ जिक्र नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप लोग उसका जिक्र कर रहे हैं. We are only strengthening anti-conversion law to also bring marriage under its ambit. That if marriage is now done with a fraudulent means to convert, that is the, broadly as I could understand, that's the change. But we'll have to wait for the fine print.
No, but yeah, we want to know the definition.
Yeah.
Let the law come.
Let the law
Because,
come. Okay.
How will you declare? I mean, and declaring a marriage null and void is also a process.
Yes.
It can't be done. There will be a proceeding. There has to be a lawful process for
Yeah.
declaring a marriage null and void.
Correct.
You can't do it overnight by just declaring it so.
Okay. All right. Vivek Tanka, I would love to have had you join us for the debate, but we let you go. It was a one-to-one we agreed on.
Thank you.
But thank you so much for being here and as always for having a clear factual perspective on this big story. Okay, let's open it up to debate. We have Dr. Vamanacharya, Senior Spokesperson, BJP Karnataka is with us. NC Asthana, former DGP Kerala with us. Jyoti Punwani, Senior Journalist is also with us. So let me just start with you, Dr. Vamanacharya, welcoming you back to the show, which we had done just a short while ago, when we had done that report from Uttar Pradesh, the gist of which we played, where it was fairly clear that there was nothing like love jihad. These were all consenting marriages and relationships, and the cases were collapsing as per the Uttar Pradesh police itself. And now you have one more BJP state trying to bring, saying that they're going to bring a law, Dr. Vamanacharya. Despite the evidence that there is nothing like this.
A recent happening. Love jihad is a recent happening. The laws that were made previous to this
Yes.
did not go into the details of what is happening under love jihad. Love jihad is a fraud practically. In
But where
Islam
is the
they can
evidence?
marry more than two. So easily
No, but where's the
Hindu
evidence,
young
sir?
women become a prey and ultimately get converted because there is no way for once if
No,
you get
Dr.
married.
Vamanacharya,
There is no way.
Dr.
Number two
Vamanacharya,
is,
I am asking a simple
unless-
question.
One minute.
No,
one
I'm saying
minute.
once
I
again,
will
I'm
just
saying,
complete.
because
One
we've
minute.
been over
One
this.
minute.
No,
I will
we've
just
been over this.
complete what I want
I'm
to
just
say.
saying, where is
Just
the
wait.
evidence? The Uttar Pradesh police itself is saying, this is a state government run by the BJP, that half the cases have collapsed because there is no evidence. It's all through consent.
That's what exactly I am telling you. Srinivasan, that's what exactly I want to present you.
Yes.
That the law that was made was not sufficient to catch the actions that are being done
Okay.
behind the screen.
Yeah.
Now, governments want to bring a law
Right.
which is comprehensive
Which is going to catch love
and
jihad.
leak proof, so that
Okay.
once if you take, you just know what is happening in drug case, especially in Karnataka and also in Mumbai.
I don't
What
see
is
the
happening
connection.
in drug case, once if you take investigation, there are many things that open up,
Okay,
and
sir.
you can make a law
Okay.
that is
You
more
just heard-
secured
one second,
for
sir.
Hindu women especially.
Sir, hold
but
on,
this
hold on.
is true for Christian women also.
Sir,
because
just hold on.
under love jihad, even Christian women are being converted.
Sir,
so my
your own
intention
state
in
government,
this is
Mr.
very
Vamanacharya,
clear. My
you are
government's
delivering a
intention-
monologue which is not allowed on the show. The state government of Madhya Pradesh just clarified that the law has nothing to do with love jihad. The minister just said so himself. He's already backtracked. And yet you're repeating that there is such a thing as love jihad. Anyway,
I
let me
agree
just
that
bring in
the-
Jyoti
the
Punwani.
Laws are nothing to do with love. I know that love is nothing
He
to
said
do
there
with
is
law.
the law
It
is nothing to
jihad.
do with
It
love
is
jihad.
conversion.
He just said
It
that.
is forced conversion of a people of one
Okay.
community. That is very important and creating a risk.
All right.
Why are you against making a law? Why are you sensitizing the issue, Srinivasan, unnecessarily?
No, sir, I'm not
Let there be
against
a law.
or for.
There
I'm
are
just
many
bringing out
laws,
facts.
Thousands of laws in
Which
India.
I understand
Another
for you
law, if
are
it comes,
inconvenient.
and if it
Okay, sir,
can
I have
go
to move
into
on.
the
I have to go to
investigation
Jyoti
of what is
Punwani.
happening
Jyoti
under
Punwani,
the
allow me, sir.
love jihad,
Jyoti
that is
Punwani.
fine, Srinivasan.
Okay,
Why you want
Jyoti
to come
Punwani,
in
I'll
the
have to
way?
lower mics, which I don't want to do, sir. But don't put me in that position. Jyoti Punwani, you wrote actually a very interesting piece, and in a sense, Vivek Tanka referred to it. The gist of which is, and we have the graphics we are putting up on the screen, that actually courts unfortunately have encouraged this love jihad narrative, that state after state are passing these laws after being nudged by courts. Like Uttarakhand passed a law in 2018, 6 months after the court made observations about sham marriages and sham marriages on the basis of false conversions. The Uttarakhand law now cites marriage as a fraudulent means of conversion, and the convertee has to give an affidavit to the DM 1 month in advance before the marriage or before the conversion. Allahabad High Court has said conversion solely for marriage is not valid. Rajasthan High Court has said public order should not be disturbed due to forcible conversion for purpose of marriage. Allahabad High Court has again said the same thing, and many of this is flowing from that Supreme Court order, which asked the National Investigating Agency, no less, to investigate the marriage of an interfaith couple. Now, the important thing here, Jyoti Punwani, is that the courts are passing this, as you point out, despite the fact that in all these cases there was evidence of free will and consent.
I think the courts also are getting swayed by the hysteria generated by the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and other organizations into kind of knee-jerk reactions of investigating. First of all, they investigate these cases, and even when they have found that the girls assert that they are voluntarily got married, even then they pass such laws saying that these are sham conversions. At the same time, they say that these laws should not apply to this particular case because the girl has said that she has voluntarily converted.
Right.
So it seems to me that the courts are also getting into the trap of seeing this as the paranoia about Muslim population increasing by conversions and women giving birth to Muslim children. Although there are no facts to bear this out, the Hindu population has decreased only by 1% every year from 51, and Muslims have also increased only by 1% every year. So there is no really substance to this paranoia.
Right.
And also the other thing is they treat women as the repositories of honor of the community.
Sure.
So when the woman marries a non-Hindu or especially a Muslim,
Yeah.
it's like the community's honor is gone.
Right.
I mean, Mr. Vamanacharya spoke of prey and all that. Refer to women as prey.
Right.
I mean, that Yadav girl said that I have brains, I can't just be misled and brainwashed.
Right. NC Asthana, now, good to have you back as well. Now, the problem is the same. We saw that with the Uttar Pradesh story as well, where the police are asked to investigate something which is not even clearly defined by law. Now you have a situation where again Madhya Pradesh is going ahead with the law. When they ask the minister what is the evidence, it is some intelligence inputs we have. Share those inputs with us. I can't share that. And now you're going to go ahead and enact a law.
I had heard his interview in Hindi on your NDTV Hindi. He basically spoke three things. First thing he said, it's a kuriti, which means a bad social custom.
Right. One second, Dr. Vamanacharya, I'm coming to you. Yes, go ahead, sir. Yes.
First thing he said that it's a kuriti. It's a bad social custom. This itself is illogical because who defined this social custom? I mean, the percentage of interfaith marriages which has been calculated in my home quarter Kerala, from where this whole thing is started, is just 0.36%. The national average can be expected to be lower than this. Assuming that nearly 10 marriages take place in 1 year, this would account for just 36,000 interfaith marriages per year. Is it such a great problem that you should have a special law for it? Second thing is
also,
that
even if you have 30,000, just 1 second, sir. Even if you have 30 or 60 or 90,000, it's not even something that has to be considered as a problem. There's nothing wrong about or illegal about interfaith marriages. So,
the second thing which he said that ki bhala fusla ke kar lete hain, that is somehow or other the girls are fraudulently induced into it. This is a very simple thing. The girl has only to give a statement before a judicial magistrate or submit a notarized affidavit.
Right.
Why should there be a law for it, or why should the police investigate?
Right.
And when the reporter asked him कि no girl has ever said कि उसको कोई problem है, then the minister said कि एक भी हमारी बेटी को problem हुई तो हम उसको ऐसा नहीं होने देंगे. Something of that sort. I mean, you see, he is unnecessarily going into an overdrive. And such a law, of course, I do understand making a law is their prerogative. It will be a long process before it is challenged in the Supreme Court and got declared ultra virus of the Constitution. But they are unnecessarily trying to vitiate the communal atmosphere and trying to both criminalize and communalize a simple thing like a marriage between two consenting adults. What's your problem?
So here,
and above all, as I had written on this in my article in the Wire also, they are trying to control the sexuality of the women by this. This is patriarchy at its very worst.
Okay, but the main thing, Dr. Vamanacharya, come back to you. If there is any case or instance where women are being falsely lured into marriage, etc., there are already laws to deal with that. And if you're concerned about that as a whole, as a phenomenon, across all religions, all communities, all women, that's fine. But the problem is you're not. You're only trying to communalize it by making it appear that it is only men from one community who are targeting women from another community. That's the false narrative which you should now step back from, sir.
It is wrong.
Give it up.
It is between any two religions. It is between any two religions I am pointing out. But it has taken a serious issue only with one particular community,
that's
especially
the point.
Muslims, because
you keep
because
saying that
they can marry
without
more than
proof.
one, which I have already said. Second, third, fourth marriages can be of any other community just for conversion, nothing else. Number two is
no proof, sir. Sorry,
I have said it. Even if Christians do it, it is wrong. But generally, Christians so far have not done.
Sir,
Christians
I
have
asked
been
you last
doing
time also.
conversions by
I'm
so many
asking
ways.
you again, can
but
you
Muslims,
give me proof?
Muslims by and large in the
no,
past
sir, that is now
have been daredevils.
Sir,
if they want to convert, they will convert directly. They don't go for other ways. But now, Love Jihad has proved that they are also using wrong ways to convert other community people into Islam.
Sir,
their aim is to make the whole
just
universe into Islam.
Kind
this
of communal rant, sir.
So, unless you make a
national television
law, you cannot find out who is doing what.
Are we out of time?
So, BJP government wants to make a law which will which will find out
Okay, sir.
what is happening in this dark
Let's wait for
field.
this law.
So
Let's
we
wait
want
for
to
this
put
law
some light
and let
there
us,
and
sir,
see
I'll have to
that
leave it there. We'll have to
the-
wait for the law. Thank you so
the
much, all of
culprits
you, for
are
joining me
caught.
on Reality Check. We shall wait for this law, but most importantly, we shall still wait for proof of this as yet bogus conspiracy theory. We'll have to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching Reality Check. Good night.